But I wanted to ask you, Milton, how you first got started working on that project, because I know that you were not on Ori when it was first being developed.
That will be correct. So it's a long story, literally. It's 10 years. So once upon a time, in the mysterious lands of Buenos Aires, Argentina, I used to have a recording studio. I'm a sound engineer by profession, and yeah, the first couple months were very slow. There were not that many customers, so I decided I wanted to try and learn how to do some game development using Game Maker. And yeah, learning by example, finding tutorials, and making small examples and small problems that then would actually, morph into small games that, would be more practice than anything. Um, a couple of small projects later, I decided, well, I should actually make something a bit more substantial. Why don't I remake something that's already there? So most of the design decisions are already taken. I had recently played a Metroid Zero Mission, that would be a remake of the old Metroid one, and I said, well, these sprites are already here. I could actually borrow them, and I could use some design cues to actually do the same with Metroid 2. I mean, it's an old game in black and white. Whatever I do is going to be better, right? It's supposed to be pretty simple. And yeah, I kind of underestimated the complexity of Metroid games. I didn't understand how well designed they actually are, and it was an interesting journey to actually go through the entire uh, 2D Metroid saga and learn how the nuisance of the level design, how they guide the player without the player having them notice, um, showing and not telling. That kind of subtlety is something that you experience as a player, and knowing that you're actually experiencing it and trying to apply it into your own project is something that you have to be kind of prepared to, to learn. It's kind of like when you're actually a film director or movie maker, and you actually go to the movies. You watch movies with a different pair of eyes. You're not the general audience with popcorn. You're trying to deconstruct it and see what makes it tick. And I started to have this particular point of view with the Metroid Saga, and I learned a lot. They have a lot of very good design choices behind them. Um, so yeah, over the years, I made a small demo prototype. People started volunteering to give me a hand on the things that I wasn't that proficient in, especially art. And yeah, the rest is history. A small team was assembled, and we managed to finish the entire game by the 30th anniversary of the first Metroid release. That would be on August 6, 2016.
Okay, now let's just break that down a little bit because you kind of did the thing that so many people in this industry or who are learning students, right, or coming into it want to do, which is recreating something beautiful and beloved and bringing a vast number of changes, improvements, and kind of expressing themselves upon the piece, right? Um, and I don't think that could be underestimated, right? Because how many, you said what, 3 years? Was that 3 years of work or how many, 4 years of work?
Okay, so before the project was publicly announced, there were about 2 years of just engine work,
Yeah.
making sure that the player states feel pretty much like Metroid Zero Mission. And after that, that was in 2018. The release was in 2016, so it would be roughly 10 years of work. Then again, it was not continuous. Life got in the way. I got plenty of things going on. And luckily, the method community, people that were actually very excited about my project, were very understanding. Every single month that I wasn't able to provide any, meaningful progress. Sometimes it was, I have some personal issues. Sorry, I can't show you any exciting screenshots. Maybe next month. And yeah, people were super chill about it.
I think the Metroid community is used to being very patient.
Yes, luckily.
It's true. But I just want to clarify if I heard that correctly. You said 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. Time flies by, anyways. So I'm kind of cheating.
It's true, but that is an amazing amount of dedication there. Like
Yeah.
to take on a project and keep consistently leveling both yourself up, your project up, and keeping in touch with the people who care about it, that's just an amazing achievement.